I like Sean Strickland, bro. Sean Strickland's he's a gangster. Even though he's like on social media and steering shit up, I see him training at Extreme Couture. That dude's sparring every day like it's a fight, and you just gotta respect that. You know, like his work ethic is why he is where he's at.
I think it's a good fight for Sean Strickland. I think it's much harder if you're with guys like Hamzat Chimaev. I think that's a more difficult fight than fighting against Plessis, but he is very unorthodox, and he kind of works for him, works very well for him. We've seen him against Darren Till, we've seen him against some of the top 10 guys, and he looks very, very good. Who am I going to bet in that one? It's a difficult one, but I think it's DDP that's going to take it. I like Sean Strickland's style. I've said to you before that I'd love to fight him a few years down the line, but I just see him going DDP.
Sean Strickland, man. I'd rather Sean Strickland all day.
Man, I gotta go with Strickland after that performance against Izzy. We don't know what Izzy was going through, but still, I mean, Strickland, he has that Philly shell, that forward pressure. He has that belief too. I mean, he can take shots to give shots. He's very hard to get away from you. He's in your face the whole time. So I'm gonna go with Sean Strickland by TKO.
I love what Strickland did with the fight I was just saying. I just don't know if they're going to work with Plessis. He's way more aggressive than Izzy. He's a guy that's going to be on your face instead of Izzy that lets the contest progress. So I think Plessis can get the knockout.
I think after the Izzy fight, I think I'm going to give a lot of props, honestly, to Strickland. His style is just so weirdly specific, and I think it's really hard to mimic, like the way that he kind of he parries a lot of punches where he kind of hits them out of the way, which is pretty unique. He's got a very hard style to mimic. I think I'm going to take Strickland on that one. It's going to, until, Hamzat or somebody comes up there, I think he's holding on to that belt.
Man, we were talking about that today in practice. I think Dracus do Sapli, however you say it. I hope I didn't butcher it, but I think every time I went against that guy, he's won. And there's something about him, man. There's something on the inside that I think he gets it done.
I wouldn't bet against Strickland. I think he's a great fighter, has the right mentality, has a style that suits him, and sticks with it. Obviously, we've seen him get caught. He gets caught in training as well. It's not like he's untouchable, but it's hard. It's hard to get in on him. It's hard to land against him. So I think betting against Strickland is always going to be a bit of a dangerous bet. But as we've seen, if you can get inside his range and get a good left hook, especially. He's just a man, just like everyone else. So,
Sean Strickland, his style actually, Sean Strickland, okay. He's down there. I think Arjun's been down there training with him a little bit too. So.
Oh, no way.
Training down there a bit.
I think Sean Strickland's a dog, and I think he's, when he kind of sets his mind and figures out a game plan to kind of cater to a specific fighter, he can execute it, and we saw that with the Izzy fight. So I think he can fight. I think he can find the chin on this one as well and put him away. I think Sean Strickland wins that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a fight for sure. Drickus, I moved with him a couple times here in Florida when he was here. Man, the dude is super powerful. He's a big middleweight. Even though if it's sometimes he fades a little bit during the first or the second round, I feel like right now he's gonna bring the fight for sure. And we all know that Sean has a tricky style, with the defense. But I think Drickus can have the tools to maybe be the new champ during that night. But we'll see. Everything can happen.
Who would you give the edge to, though? Do you think Dracus can take the title from Sean, or do you think Sean, just with how he's got the cardio and all that, who would you give the edge to in that fight?
But I feel like if Drickus is smart enough and he can just figure out the awkward style of Sean and maybe use his wrestling more and try to be more like the dirty fight, maybe he can have the edge at the end of the night. But we never know. Sean, is one of the best to doing his own style. Right now he's the champ, so we'll see. So, but it's very interesting because Sean and Chris, they are both training partners. So that's good for me because I'm gonna catch all the attention after during the fight, and if I can get through Curtis, we'll see what's next.
Oh, that's going to be the style of who can be the most awkward, right? I'm going to have to go with Strickland. I think he's going to ride that confidence, being a champion. So I'm going to go with Strickland on that one.
Yeah, this would be a great one. I think Dric's a little bit more explosive and have a little bit more of knockout power. But as the fight goes on, if the fight doesn't end on the first 2 rounds, I believe Strickland has a little bit of edge, a little bit of an advantage. He knows how to play round by round. He's the type of guy that he goes up each round. He doesn't spend all his energy on the first round and he gets growing each round. It would be an awesome fight. I believe that if the fight finish in the first round, like first, second round, it's probably more for Dricus. But if the fight goes on, I think Strickland has an advantage.
What do you think's more likely to happen?
I gotta go with Strickland because the way he's been fighting, the way he's been defending himself and stuff like that, I think he will hold the pressure of Dricus at the beginning. But just like I said about Brandon and Pantoja, I will not be surprised if Dricus got the upset because he has a really good knockout power. He knows how to put pressure on, and this will be a really fun to watch too.
I gotta fly the American flag on this one. Just one of those things, especially going to enemy territory. I mean, I can't buy with a foreigner on every charge. Got with the American on that one.
Strickland.
Sean.
I think Sean takes it. I used to train with Sean back in California, me, Sean, and Raymond Daniels. And I have taken many beatings from that guy. and I don't think people realize like his style doesn't look that good, but it is so exhausting and so phenomenal. He stays so calm. I think if Plessis doesn't hurt him early, I think it's going to be Sean's, especially if they get outside the second round. I think Sean takes them rounds 3, 4, and 5.
Strickland. I like that for him. Because who was the other option? Cosmo, right?
Possibly, yeah.
I don't like that as much. I think that Sean Strickland will beat Plessis.